You're working out more. You're doing all the things. But your weight just won't move. And your belly fat is like holding on for life. Sis, your workouts aren't trash, but they may just not be built for the way your hormones are right now. Okay? So I'm a certified life, health, and menopause coach. My name is Loretta. And before I forget, I want to let you know that I'm going to be hosting a free masterclass that helps women 40 plus reduce the belly weight, ditch the exhaustion, and actually start enjoying the things they love without calorie counting, without extreme diets. All right, let's get into it. I want to show you how to move smarter. There's a smarter way to move, all right? So here's what happens. When we turn 40, and some of us even before, like our late 30s, our estrogen is dropping, our cortisol is rising, and listen, do your research. Our muscle mass naturally declines. Okay? So now, what are you doing? You're doing what you were doing in your 20s, right? You're like, oh, I got this. I see the weight. I'm going to just start doing more cardio. I'm going to eat less. I'm going to push harder. I'm going to skip meals. I'm going to do the thing. And you know what your body says? Wow, all this is going on. All it sees is it sees it all as stress. Stress, 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 stress. And guess what happens? Stress increases our cortisol levels. Stress, once it increases our cortisol levels, it triggers fat storage. The what you're trying to get rid of, right? And that happens, that fat, that's why you've seen it around your belly area. That's the way it works. That's what's happening. And it's almost like, I don't know, because it feels like the harder we try, the more our body fights back. But listen, I'm not here to give you all doom, right? Nah, I'm trying to let you understand what's happening so now you can shift to so that it'll be better, right? You want to do what now works better. So now, if you've been around, if you're in my free community, or you just been listening to my YouTube videos, you know I always stress strength training. Strength training 2 to 3 times a week. Why? Because that builds lean muscle and it helps revive your metabolism. Listen, when you start building those muscles, remember we are naturally losing them. So how are we going to build them? We have to be intentional. And therefore, let me just say, when you have the muscles, it helps burn calories even when you're sitting. All right. So it is really important to incorporate strength training. You're not going to be all buffed and all that. No, no, no. Sis, what I'm saying is simple, simple. I can't get into it all and start exercising and showing you right now, but I may stick around. I think I'm going to show you start recording some of my workouts, especially the ones at home, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about strength training. So you be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, I need you to do that 2 to 3 times a week. Now, walking, that's another one I talk about a lot because it's so important. Yeah, okay, fine. We all see the people, they're running and doing they're doing the most. And listen, no shade. I'm not throwing shade because I can still run. But here's the thing. And that may not be what's going to work for you. And that's what's important for us to figure out and find out what's going to work for us. Just because this person and that person is running every day and they may even be over 40 and it's working for them, that and you may say, I'm going to try it. And then you're like, I don't know why it's not working for me. Because our bodies are made differently. So that's why I always encourage walking right off the bat. Because walking, especially if you decide, you know what, I'm going to walk like right after my meal, it helps with insulin, it helps burn fat. And so that is why I stress it over running, because it's something that most people can get up and do. And you know, I consider it a blessing to be able to get out and just say, yeah, I'm going to go out for a walk now. And so I stress that and then say, combine that with the strength training and doing the walking. Now, of course, any changes that you're making to, I always say, to your diet, to your exercise, consult with the doctor, right? Now, next, rest days are so important. Why? Because especially as we get older, recovery is so important for us. Sometimes people say recovery is where the transformation happens, but I just like to say our body does need rest. Okay? So, I know I would do it. I would just work out every day. But now as I'm older, I feel like, you know what? That may not really be what's beneficial to me now. We have to look at where we are and adjust accordingly. Next, I need you to fuel your body. What I mean by that, I need you to eat. All right, eat. Sis, you know, I got you. And I have people coming at me in the comments. Oh, you're telling people to eat. They need not to eat. That's why they're gaining weight, because they're eating too much. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yes, I'm not saying eat in excess. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm also saying that if you sit there and you're not eating enough calories, that's not going to necessarily work well for you. So, what am I saying? Eat foods, eat whole foods. I'm a big proponent. And when I say whole foods, you know, like our meat, our vegetables, I like sweet potatoes. I don't eat them every day. Of course, everything in moderation. But I like actually eating real, what I call, again, real food, whole food, you know, and I move away from all the processed foods. Because when you start looking at those ingredients, ooh wee. So I just stick with as much as I can with just real foods, right? So fill your body and do it the right way. When you stop overworking your body and start working with your hormones, that's when you're going to see the results. Trust me on this. Now, listen, I know I'm not covering all the details, but I'm going to. I'm gonna break it all down inside the Hormone Reset Masterclass. It's totally free. I'm going to talk about what workouts to focus on, what to stop doing, what really works, what doesn't work. I need you to click the link and join me. If the link is in the description, or you can just comment me. If I've been talking to you and you know what I'm saying and is resonating with you, comment me and I'll send you the link. I'll send it to you. I make it easy peasy. Listen, the masterclass is free, and why not? It might just change everything for you. Why not? Go ahead and join. You don't have to do more. You just have to do it differently. And I like to say, you know, we always hear work smarter, not harder. That's really what I'm saying here. Okay? We'll just talk about it in a different context. And remember, I'm here to help you every step of the way. All right, sis. Until next time.